Hi guys, now we're gonna do the second part of the exercise stock. So we're gonna go on the bottom of the page because we're gonna have to create a chart and we need to use the overall table. So to go down, we can use the page down button on the keyboard. So we're gonna go down, down, down like this. Okay, so when we reach the last page, so we want to do this pie chart as a breakdown of the different categories of food or the profit. So I'm gonna highlight from this area there from let me just zoom in 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight from food until veg, and after I'm gonna press the control key on the keyboard and I'm gonna start to select on this side from the profit. So now we selected the data set that we need to for create the table, and we're gonna press the F11 button on the keyboard and it's gonna generate the graph for us. Okay, so we're gonna rename the graph as E3 and C1, and we're gonna change the color same as the exercise, and we're gonna move it after. So now we got our chart done. So we're gonna change the title. We're gonna call it profit analysis. Okay, we can maybe enlarge the font as well, like this, and make it and like this. So it's gonna stand out better. And also we could change the color, and we can change the color of the bars as well. Yeah, so that is coordinated uh, with the title as well. Now we can add the data label. So we go here on the top, we click on the graph first, on the top, we click on design, and we're gonna go add the chart element, and we can add the data label. For this kind of graph, they are quite good to have the call out. Okay, so you can see there is just one inconvenience. It pick up the data from the table and the data is not formatted as a currency. So I can go, okay. So you can see the money is not set up as a currency. So we can change all of them as a accounting, for instance. So we have all the sign there. And also we can set here the cost price, same things as accounting, and data value as well. And now we got all the table formatted, and the graph it will update the values and the formatting as well. So we have a more reference for the. Also, we can enlarge the text, so we're gonna be able to see better. And we can move this one. Yeah, sometimes it get a bit tricky to move the callouts. You just need to keep moving the table until you find the. Also, we can resize the table. So if we're gonna go here on the corner, and we could like make it smaller so it's gonna stay better, and we could enlarge. Perfect. So now our graph is ready, and it's pretty good to see. You can see uh, pretty much all the value is very figurative. Okay, so now let's go back on the stock exercise. We're gonna have to create the pivot tables. We need to create two pivot tables. So let's start from the first one. We're gonna select all the table. So okay, I'll start select all the table. Okay, so we have all the table inserted. We go to insert, do pivot table, and the selection is there. So we're gonna press OK, and now we need to put our value in the things. We're gonna put the category on the rows, and in the values we're gonna put profit. We're gonna put the incomes. Gonna put the cost of sales. Put the data value, and we put the delta. How you can see, using the pivot table, it recreates exactly what we done on the previous table with the on the overview of the table. Like we created this one using formulas. Using the pivot table, you can recreate the same things on here. Okay, so now we're gonna rename the pivot table. So it's gonna be E3, E1. I'm gonna move it on there, and we're gonna change the color like the other one. So now we're gonna create another pivot table. The selection is already there, so we're gonna go again the insert pivot table. The selection is there. So at this turn, we're gonna put again the categories here on the rows, so they're gonna appear here again. And at this stage, we're gonna just put the profit and the incomes. So doing like this, we have a profit and incomes, as we can see here, and we can create uh, the graph for this one. So we're gonna select the data from here, and at this stage we're gonna insert the graph on this table here. So we're gonna put the data bar, and it show us the both the profit and the we can invert the data set. So we're gonna go back on device. We can do switch row and column. So doing like this, it will do the analysis of all the items. Okay, just little things. We're gonna format this one as a currency or accounting. At least they're gonna appear on there on the things there. And also we could put the data label on the. So let's go back in, click on the table, go on design, add the chart element, and we're gonna do data label. We put outside end, and after we can just we need to change the orientation, so we're gonna be able to see better. We're gonna put in vertical, so I'm gonna go there, so double click on there, and it's gonna open the formatting. I'm gonna go on the text option, and I'm gonna click on this one text box, and I'm gonna change the text direction as a 270, and this one as well, 270, this one as well, 270, this one as well, 270. Unfortunately, you need to do it data set by data set. Okay, and the last one is this one. It's gonna be a bit challenging because you can see it can become sometimes it can become tricky. So we're gonna remove the axis for the horizontal. Okay, okay, we can remove it from here. So text option. Perfect. And now we can do this one as well. We done the other ones. You can see it can be sometimes tricky to do the tables. So, and now we have our table with the things. So okay, we can copy this table here. We're gonna paste the table in the pivot table. So we're gonna use the other one as a dashboard. So we're gonna put this one there, and also we're gonna copy the other graph we done before, like this. Copy this one. Perfect. And now we have our dashboard on here as well. Okay, and let's change the style. Maybe so design, do data change. We may do like this, and let's see if okay. So at least we recall the same things. We're gonna have all the things in place. So now we can save, and we go to the spreadsheet. Okay, so we have a data stock there, EP3, uh, and now this one is the other uh, pivot table. So we're gonna rename this one as well. E3.P2, and change the color same like the other one. Okay, so now the last things we're gonna do, we're gonna go in the index, and we're gonna add this hyperlink on there. So I'm gonna copy this one. So I'm gonna paste it on the hyperlink like this. After I'm gonna do the same for this one, and I'm gonna paste it after that. And this one as well on the table there. I'm gonna put that. Okay, so we have this one, and we have the chart. And now we're gonna create the hyperlink. So right click, hyperlink, place in these documents, and we're gonna look for one is the stock. The second one is gonna be the hyperlink. It will be the P1. Next one is gonna be the P2. So this one there. You can see once you select the from these documents once, it allow you to do all the time. And The last one, it was this one here. And now we got all the links on that, and we can save the document, and it's done. Thank you guys.